Zaheer Abbas, born on July 24, 1947, in Sialkot, Pakistan, is widely regarded as one of the greatest batsmen to have ever played the game of cricket. His family, though not particularly involved in cricket, recognized his prodigious talent early on, with Zaheer showing a keen interest in the sport from a young age. Growing up in a cricket-loving country, Zaheer's early days were marked by playing in the streets and local clubs, where his natural ability with the bat began to shine through. Zaheer's rise to prominence began when he joined the Sialkot club and showcased his talent in local tournaments. His performances were soon noticed by the national selectors, and by the early 1960s, Zaheer was well on his way to making his mark on the international stage. His elegance and technique with the bat were complemented by a calm temperament, traits that would define his playing style throughout his career. International debut and early career. Zaheer Abbas made his international debut for Pakistan in 1969 at the age of 22 during an ODI against England. His first years on the international circuit were filled with learning and adaptation. Despite his obvious talent, Zaheer found it difficult to establish a consistent place in the national team initially. Given the competition for spots in the Pakistani batting lineup, his breakthrough came when he was selected for Pakistan's tour of the West Indies in 1971, where he played his first Test match. Zaheer's performance in the early stages of his career was somewhat inconsistent, but it was clear that he had the skills to succeed at the highest level. He struggled to adapt to the rigors of international cricket, facing some of the best bowlers in the world. But his technique began to improve, and by the mid-1970s, Zaheer had gained the confidence of the selectors and his peers. He was soon established as one of Pakistan's top batsmen, and his ability to handle fast bowlers with ease, combined with his excellent stroke play, earned him a spot in the heart of the batting order. His patience, discipline, and stylish shot-making became his trademarks, and he quickly established himself as one of the most reliable batsmen in the Pakistan lineup. Career peak and rise to prominence. Zaheer Abbas reached his peak as a batsman during the 1970s and 1980s, where his performances earned him recognition as one of the finest batsmen in world cricket. His ability to dominate both pace and spin made him a key figure in Pakistan's batting lineup. During this period, Zaheer was recognized for his graceful batting style, impeccable technique, and consistency. The 1970s, establishing a reputation. By the mid-1970s, Zaheer Abbas had established himself as one of the premier batsmen in international cricket. His technique was lauded by experts, and his performances in various series gave him the nickname, Asian Bradman, due to his ability to play against some of the toughest bowling attacks in the world. He scored his first Test century in 1971 against New Zealand, and from there was no looking back. Zaheer's record in the 1970s was remarkable. He became known for his ability to play long innings, and his consistency was evident as he continued to rack up runs against top teams such as England, Australia, and the West Indies. One of his standout performances was during the 1974 Test series against the West Indies, where he played an iconic innings of 274 runs in Karachi, which remains one of the best Test performances by a Pakistani batsman. 1982, historic achievement at Lord's. Zaheer Abbas' career hit its peak in 1982, when he scored a remarkable century at Lord's, a feat that cemented his place among cricket's greats. This century, scored against England, was particularly significant because it made Zaheer the first ever Pakistani cricketer to score a century at the historic Lord's cricket ground. It was an achievement that resonated deeply within Pakistan's cricketing community and helped elevate Zaheer to international fame. His elegant stroke play and composure under pressure made him one of the finest batsmen of his time. ICC trophy and international recognition. Zaheer Abbas was a crucial part of the Pakistan cricket team that won the ICC trophy in 1982. He was not only a prolific run scorer but also a leader who carried the team through crucial matches. His contributions in the ICC trophy earned him recognition on the world stage and further solidified his standing as one of the premier cricketers in the 1980s. Main achievements and records. Zaheer Abbas's cricketing career spanned from 1969 to 1984, and during this period, he achieved numerous milestones and accolades that firmly placed him among the legends of the game. His main achievements were built upon a solid foundation of consistent performances in both Test and ODI cricket. Some of his notable achievements include Test career: Zaheer Abbas played 78 Test matches, scoring 5,062 runs at an average of 44.79. He scored 12 centuries in the format, showcasing his ability to play long and impactful innings. His career best score came in 1982 against England at Lord's, where he made a brilliant 274 runs. This innings remains one of the greatest individual performances in the history of Pakistan's Test cricket. Zaheer's ability to play against both fast and spin bowling was exceptional, and he was one of the few players who could adapt his game to different conditions around the world. In his career, Zaheer had a series of remarkable partnerships, often building stable innings with fellow batsmen in Pakistan's lineup. His partnerships with the likes of Javed Miandad and Wasim Akram helped Pakistan's batting strength during the 1970s and 1980s. ODI career: Zaheer Abbas played 62 one-day internationals (ODIs) for Pakistan, accumulating 2,576 runs at an average of 47.96. He was known for his ability to anchor the innings, as well as accelerate when necessary. His performances in ODIs further reinforced his reputation as one of Pakistan's greatest ever batsmen. He was a key figure in Pakistan's successful run in the 1979 World Cup and helped Pakistan achieve competitive totals against top teams. Zaheer's excellent performances in both Test and ODI cricket made him one of the few players of his era to be recognized as a true all-format batsman.